Have you ever felt like your body is trying to tell you something, but you just can't figure out what it is? It's like a secret language, a series of whispers before the alarm bells start ringing. Well, today we're going to decode some of those whispers. We're rediving into the silent body signals that can warn you about major health issues long before they become serious problems. Stick around, because learning to listen to your body might just be the most important skill you ever develop. First up, let's talk about your nails. It's easy to overlook them, but they are like tiny windows into your overall health. Have you noticed any strange changes lately? For example, if your nails become brittle and spoon-shaped, where they curve inwards like a scoop, it could be a sign of iron deficiency anemia. This condition means your body isn't producing enough healthy red blood cells to carry oxygen. You might also feel tired and short of breath. On the other hand, if you see tiny horizontal dents or lines across your nails, known as Bose lines, it could indicate that your body has gone through a period of intense stress or illness. These lines form when nail growth is temporarily disrupted. Seeing these signs doesn't automatically mean something is wrong. It's a good reason to check in with your doctor, especially if you have other symptoms. Now let's move on to your skin. Your skin is your body's largest organ, and it's constantly giving you feedback. One surprising signal is persistently itchy skin without a rash. Of course, dry skin can cause itchiness, especially in winter. But if you're moisturizing regularly, and the itch just won't go away, it could be an early sign of something more like liver or kidney issues. When these organs aren't functioning properly, toxins can build up in your blood, leading to widespread itching. Another skin signal to watch for is the appearance of dark velvety patches, often in the folds of your skin, like your neck, armpits, or groin. This condition is called acanthosis nigricans, and it's often an early warning sign of insulin resistance, which can lead to type 2 diabetes. It's your body's way of saying, hey, we're having trouble processing sugar. Paying attention to these skin changes can prompt you to make lifestyle adjustments or seek medical advice sooner rather than later. Let's talk about your eyes. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, but they're also windows to your health. A sudden increase in floaters, those little squiggly lines or spots that drift across your vision, could be a sign of a retinal tear or detachment. While most floaters are harmless, a sudden shower of them, especially if accompanied by flashes of light, warrants an immediate trip to the eye doctor. Another subtle sign is a grayish-white ring around your cornea, the clear outer layer of your eye. This is called arcus senilis. In older adults, it's usually a normal part of aging. However, if you see this in someone under 40, it could be a sign of high cholesterol and an increased risk of heart disease. It's a quiet signal from your body that your cardiovascular system might need some attention. Next, let's consider your sleep. We all have a bad night's sleep now and then, but chronic sleep issues can be a significant red flag. Specifically, let's talk about sleep apnea. One of the classic signs is loud, persistent snoring, often accompanied by gasping or choking sounds. Your partner might notice this before you do. People with sleep apnea repeatedly stop and start breathing throughout the night, which deprives the brain and body of oxygen. This doesn't just make you tired the next day, it puts immense strain on your heart. Over time, untreated sleep apnea can significantly increase your risk for high blood pressure, heart attack, and stroke. If you're constantly exhausted despite spending enough hours in bed, and especially if someone has told you that you snore loudly or stop breathing in your sleep, it's crucial to get it checked out. A sleep study can determine what's going on and help you get the treatment you need. What about your legs and feet? They carry you through life, but they can also carry important clues about your health. Do your legs ever feel crampy and tired when you walk, but the pain goes away when you rest? This could be a symptom of peripheral artery disease, or PAD. It happens when plaque builds up in the arteries that supply blood to your limbs, narrowing them and reducing blood flow. Think of it like a clog in your body's plumbing. It's a serious condition because if you have plaque in your leg arteries, you likely have it in the arteries leading to your heart and brain as well. Another signal from your feet is a loss of hair on your toes and lower legs. Poor circulation from PAD can prevent hair from growing, so if your once hairy toes are suddenly smooth, it's worth mentioning to your doctor. Let's turn our attention to something we all experience but rarely discuss: our bathroom habits. Changes in your urine can provide a wealth of information. For instance, if your urine is consistently foamy or bubbly, it might indicate excess protein, which can be an early sign of kidney disease. Your kidneys are supposed to filter waste, not essential proteins. When they're damaged, protein can leak into your urine. Of course, a little foam can be normal depending on the force of your stream, but if it's happening every time and you have to flush a couple of times to get rid of it, that's a signal to take seriously. Similarly, a persistent need to urinate frequently, especially at night, could be a sign of issues like diabetes or an enlarged prostate in men. Don't just dismiss these changes as a normal part of life. They're your body's way of communicating. Another subtle but powerful signal is unexplained weight loss. While many people might be happy to lose a few pounds without trying, losing more than 5% of your body weight in 6 to 12 months without changes in your diet or exercise routine is a cause for concern. Unexplained weight loss can be one of the first signs of several conditions, including an overactive thyroid, diabetes, digestive disorders, or even cancer. The body is using up more energy than usual to fight an underlying issue. So if the numbers on the scale are dropping unexpectedly, don't just celebrate. It's a signal that your body is undergoing a significant change, and it's essential to figure out why. Schedule a visit with your doctor to investigate the cause. Let's also consider your mood and mental state. While we often separate mental and physical health, they are deeply intertwined. For example, persistent feelings of sadness, fatigue, and a loss of interest in activities you once enjoyed are classic signs of depression. But these same symptoms can also be linked to physical conditions like thyroid problems, vitamin deficiencies, or chronic fatigue syndrome. Hypothyroidism, or an underactive thyroid, can slow down your metabolism and lead to feelings of depression and exhaustion. It's a great example of how a physical imbalance can manifest as a mental or emotional symptom first. If you're struggling with your mental health, it's always important to seek help from a professional. And as part of that process, it's a good idea to have a full physical checkup to rule out any underlying medical causes. Remember, asking for help is a sign of strength. Finally, let's talk about your breath. Bad breath or halitosis is often just a sign that you need to brush and floss more carefully. But if your oral hygiene is good and the bad breath persists, it could be pointing to something deeper. For instance, a fruity or acetone-like smell on the breath can be a sign of diabetic ketoacidosis. It's a serious complication of diabetes where the body produces high levels of blood acids called ketones. A breath that smells fishy could indicate kidney problems, as a buildup of toxins in the body can be released through your breath. And a very foul smell, sometimes described as smelling like a sewer, can be linked to advanced liver disease. These are extreme examples, but they illustrate how even the air you exhale can carry vital clues about your internal health. So, there you have it, a whole range of silent signals, from your nails to your breath, that your body might be sending you. The key is not to panic every time you notice a small change, but to become a better observer of your own body. Think of it as building a relationship with yourself. When you notice something new or persistent, don't ignore it. Be curious. Keep a small log of your symptoms if it helps. And most importantly, use this information to have a more informed conversation with your doctor. Early detection is often the key to managing and treating health problems effectively. Your body is your greatest ally in staying healthy. You just have to learn to listen. Thanks for watching today. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more health insights. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever noticed a strange body signal that turned out to be important? Share your story. It might help someone else. Stay safe, stay aware, and we'll see you in the next video.